You know, it's going to be able to just kind of try to slowly chip away, and that's what we're going to have to try to do. You know, at the end of the day, like you said, the trick plays and all those different things that, you know, you might be able to get away with in some of these other games are, you know, the 10-yard gain that turned into 25 because the guy missed a tackle. You don't get that. You know, they're not going to give you those things. And if they do, you know, we'll certainly be waiting for them. But at the same point in time, it's going to come down to us, you know, chipping away and just executing. Every single chance that we get, every down is going to be a big down for us. And, you know, mainly just to make sure that we try to maintain control of the ball. Well, I talk about home field advantage, and I certainly like Death Valley in the way that it is, you know, especially with the South Carolina game and the way that, you know, that the crowd kind of became a part of that game, and it almost felt like the stadium was just sitting on top of those guys. You know, so you want to have that atmosphere, but then you look back at last year in the regular season when we go down to, you know, Tuscaloosa and their atmosphere and the way that their crowd and their fans are. So at the same point in time in this game, in this matchup, I think, you know, both teams do a good job preparing for crowd noise and being able to kind of, you know, cross that out of your mind and get that out of your head. You know, so for us, it's really coming down to us and how we're going to play. But hopefully the crowd shows up and they're as loud as they've ever been. You know, I'm not even paying attention to that. You know, it doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, they're the number one team, number one for a reason. The way they're playing this season and what they've been able to accomplish. You know, they started the season off fast and they've been rolling ever since. You know, so for me to you know, be picked second in this contest, it doesn't faze me at all.
Zach said he feels the most protected now. He says that this combination of 5 guys is the best offensive line. What makes 2 young guys and you really work, I guess?
Well, I think it's just the want to be successful and having that, taking that pride in it, really. You know, when you lay your heart out there and you play with passion and play with a certain edge, a certain nastiness, you know, as an offensive lineman, that's what it takes. And that's the way that I've always tried to play the game. And so for some of these younger guys, you know, I think I've been able to get in their head and basically, you know, forge them their mentality to be, you know, bottom line, whatever it takes, we're going to make sure that we execute as an offensive line. And so for us to be able to go out there and do those things, it's huge for us. And for Zach, I think we've been giving him a lot of confidence, and we've got to continue to do that throughout the week.
Do y'all take Trey and Vidal along this week any differently than you do any other week?
Not at all. You know, I think the way they played in that South Carolina game and, you know, the way they've really, you know, grown up and almost, you know, baptized in the fire coming out as young guys and getting their, you know, first significant starts in big games and playing. You know, for us, it's just the same kind of game. You know, they understand, they've been a part, at least Trey was a part of last year and understands, you know, the matchup, and Vidal came here for one reason, and that's to play against the best, and he's going to get a chance to do that this Saturday. So I know he's excited about it.
If Williford's not healthy, or if Williford is healthy, does it make sense to still go with Trey just because of the rhythm?
Well, I think, you know, having Williford back will definitely be a huge asset for our offensive line. You know, we still are depleted. You know, we need as many guys as we can get. So to have Williford come back would be huge for us. Well, I think, you know, what it really comes down to is, you know, the way that you execute the plays when they're called. And for us as an offense, we got to make sure that we would do the things that we were doing last week in practice, and that was taking pride in it. You know, there was a couple times where we might not have got to play exactly right, and a coach usually is the first one that has to say, let's repeat that. But Zach did it a couple times last week where, you know, his throw, it might have been a, you know, reception, but he just didn't feel it. It maybe didn't come out right, or he wanted it to be perfect. And we would go back and repeat a play, and just so Zach could get it right. And us, as an offense, you know, you see your leader making those calls and making those decisions, and it helps your offense to come along. So, you know, we're kind of following his footsteps, and hopefully he can go out there and put some points on the board for us.